Well, many citizens across the country are organizing in an effort to support President Trump and the GOP's efforts to combat the so-called results of the election. One America's Jack Posobiec spoke with Kylie Kremer, the executive director of Women for America First, to hear more about their march in D.C. this coming week. Take a look.
All right, we are excited to welcome to One America News. It's Kylie Kremer, the Executive Director of Women for America First. Kylie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Jack.
So tell us, you have a big event planned for this Saturday, Washington, D.C. What's going on?
Yes, so we're so excited. You know, we didn't think that we would all be here after the election. It should have been over and done with. But you know, the grassroots is rising up all across of America, and they're really upset about not only what is happening to President Trump because they feel like the election has been stolen from him, but they're also rising up because they want to protect the integrity of our votes. And every illegal vote that is cast disenfranchises a legal vote that is cast. So we have seen a grassroots movement of people from everywhere in the nation, a lot of people that have never been involved in politics, rising up and saying, we are getting involved and we are not going to allow this to happen. So we've held rallies in various states across the country up to this point, and now we will be going to D.C. next Saturday to hold a march for Trump to stop the steal and to demand transparency and to protect election integrity.
All right, so let me get all the details. What is the date? What is the time?
So it's November 14th at Freedom Plaza, 12 noon, and we will be starting there and marching to the Supreme Court. We will also be having various rallies throughout the nation in the battleground states if you aren't able to travel to D.C., but it's truly going to be historic. I mean, there are thousands that are coming. Churches are busing people in, so it's going to be an event that you're not going to want to miss.
And what is the website for the event, if anybody wants to sign up?
It is TrumpMarch.com.
So TrumpMarch.com. Now, let me also ask you, how has social media been treating you guys in terms of the organization? I understand there was some social media stuff going on.
Right, Jack. So I was the one that started the Stop the Steal group on Facebook. It grew to 365,000 people in less than 22 hours when Facebook shut us down. We were growing at a rate of 1,000 people every 10 seconds. I mean, it was crazy. It was like wildfire. I had no idea when I started it that it would take off like that. And when Facebook shut us down, not only did they shut off our communications directly with those people, but then MailChimp went in and disabled our account for Women for America First that we've had for years. They won't allow us access to the data. So we really have been hamstrung by big tech in order to communicate with our supporters, but we're seeing it everywhere, and it's really disheartening. So I implore everybody to take your phone out, text March or TrumpMarch.com. Send it to your friends, your family, go back to the old, archaic ways of just communicating directly peer-to-peer. And that's the way that we're going to get the word out. And let me tell you, last night I talked to a pecan farmer in South Georgia who called me and said, little lady, I just want you to know that I don't have I don't have texting or email or even a computer, but I know that thousands of people are going to be descending on D.C. to, support President Trump. And that was really inspiring. We're seeing that all over the nation. And big tech will not silence us or stop us. We're just moving right along. We've had to develop different ways to communicate, but we're going to do it, and we're going to support our president and protect our right to vote.
Yeah, the right to peacefully assemble is a protection given to us under the First Amendment. We've been holding peaceful marches in Washington, D.C. in this country for generations. The fact that big tech would try to shut you down because they disagree with your opinion when you're conducting lawfully protected First Amendment activity. Absolutely chilling. Absolutely chilling. The website is TrumpMarch.com. Kylie Kremer, thank you so much for joining us. One America News.
Thank you, Jack.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.